Andarki namaskaramulu. Today is a good day for us that we are going to have a webinar from our patron Swamini ji. She will be joining shortly. Meanwhile, we will recite Vande Mataram and chant Prarthana. After that, I will introduce the speaker to all of you. Then she will give the webinar. So let us recite Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Supalam, Ayajasitalam, Sasyashamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajyotsna pulakitayaminim pullakusumita drumadala shobhinim suhasinim sumadhura bhashinim sukhadam varadam mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. So I'll request Krishna Garu to chant Prarthana.
Sarvebhyo Namaskaraha. Let us close our eyes and focus on our breath for a minute. गणपतिहुंगवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमस्त्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पतानः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु। ओम श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः।
इंको डाइवर्सिफिकेशन अన్నమాట।
गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्त्यदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्माम् अमृतंगमय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। मातृदेवो भव Pitrudevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Athidhi Devo Bhava. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Saha Viryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
ధన్యవాదములండి కృష్ణ గారు and also Krishnamurti garu. Now I think she is still looking for the link. We will pause the recording and then I will talk to her. Okay. Let me introduce Swamini ji to all of you. Swamini Sadvidyananda ji. She is the disciple of Pujya Swami Dayananda Saraswati to 1930 to 2015. A great exponent of Vedanta and Hindu scriptures. She teaches the great truth content in Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads in simple language that can be understood by a lay person who has desire to know the truth of life. She is also a scholar in Sanskrit and hence has direct access to original scriptures. She has studied Vedanta and Sanskrit for more than a decade with His Holiness Swami Dayananda Saraswati in ancient Gurukula system of learning. Her compassion for the afflicted and her simple lifestyle makes her a Mahatma of common people. She is fluent in English, Gujarati, and Hindi. She entered in spiritual life with a background of very religious and sacred family with a knowledge-seeking mind. From year 1981 to 1988, she studied Vedanta in Surat under Swami Anandji. Sorry?
Pratyek Bodhananda.
Pratyek Bodhananda ji, a disciple of Pujya Swamiji Dayanandji. In 1983, she had an opportunity to meet Swami Dayananda Saraswati ji, first time in Vadodara. In between, whenever there were opportunities, she also studied Vedanta and attended camps. Her after attending last portion of the course, that is October 1988 to 1989 in Harsha Vidya Gurukulam in USA, she studied in detail Prastatrayi, that is Gita, Upanishad and Brahma Sutras, primary texts of Vedanta, Panani Sanskrit and Vedic chanting from October 90 to 94 in traditional Harsha Vidya Gurukulam, that is in Tamil Nadu. After 25 years, she is spreading this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads in Gujarati in different towns of Gujarat like Navasari, Bardoli, Valsad, Balimora, Vyara and Bhavanagar. She is also visiting schools in those towns and surrounding tribal areas to educate the students of the school. From 2003 to 13, she traveled abroad extensively for lecture tours in other countries such as different cities of USA, Canada, and New Zealand. She had also organized the 3-day children camps in few cities of USA. She was invited by Acharya Swami Dayananda Ashram, Rishikesh, to teach Vedanta and Panani grammar for 3 years course students from March to October 2018. In November 18, she also taught Yoga Darshan by Muni Patanjali in the 3 yoga camps in Rishikesh. She has also attended and presented papers in various conferences, such as National Education Conference in Pune, Gwalior, and Sri Vidya International Conference in Mysore, Namami Shankar, Kanyakumari, Vedanta Conference in Rishikesh, and Vedanta Conference in abroad. Under the banner of her trust, Arsha Vidya Tirtha, Navsari, she has translated and published more than 37 small books of her revered Guru, Swami Dayananda Saraswati Ji, into Gujarati, and the trust had sponsored and published the book on Ayurveda, an ancient system of medicine. She has recently written and published a detailed book on yoga based on ancient commentaries. And from 1998 to 2003, she also translated voluminous book of 2000 A4 pages on Bhagavad Gita, Gita Home Study into Gujarati in 26 volumes for the benefit of those who can understand it better in their own language, mother tongue. The second print of the same was in 14 volumes, 2005 to 2009, and now the third print of the same book is available in 9 hardbound volumes. It is my privilege to introduce Swamini Ji to all of you. And as you all know, she has been giving webinars to us. She has given about more than 10 webinars in the last 1 year, 1 or 2 years. So let us all welcome Swamini Ji for giving this webinar today. Swamini Ji, please.
Om Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Om Shanno Mitra Sham Varunaha Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Brahaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayu Prantvam Pratyaksham Brahmasi त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणे विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. Om Namaste to all. So the basic topic for today is Dharma, but going back to Dharma, before going to Dharma, we'll discuss about the freedom over action. This is very important topic which really makes you human beings. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan very clearly said this in second chapter. Karmani eva tava adhikaraha ma phaleshu kadachana. So look at this sentence. If you see the lot of Gita books are written and lot of people have written their own explanation of Gita. So when you come across these books, what the meaning given in those books, you perform action, result will come to you. Or you perform action. Hindi, if you know Hindi, there are a lot of books which talks about this, and in Hindi they say karma karo phal ki asha mat karo. Now when you look into the verse word by word, Karmani is a seventh case called Vishaya Saptami with reference to the action. So with reference to the action, Eva means only, Tava means your, that Bhagavan is addressing Arjuna. That means all of us. Karmani eva tava adhikaraha. So this is very simple sentence, understand this. See, there are different types of sentences are there in the language. Any language, there are different types of the sentence. That sentence which reveals the reality. Like this is Swamini Sadvidyananda, this is orange color, this is sun, this is moon, this is red rose. So these are simple sentences which are revealing the fact. There are certain sentences which are giving the orders. In Sanskrit called Vidhilinga. You bring water from the well. So that's called Vidhilinga. Jalam anaya. So that Vidhilinga, understand. Then there is a lot. So it's called, you instruct somebody. So instructions are there, ordering is there. So that is the types of sentences we have. Then the question also are there. The question also is the type of the question, the sentence. Now look at this sentence. When somebody translates, you perform action, so it's kind of a vidhiling, understand? Karma karo. But this sentence is not karma karo, understand? Karmani eva tava adhikar. Only 4 words are there. You have a say over or have a freedom over action. Adhikara means freedom, rights. So with reference to the actions, you have a freedom. Ma phaleshu kadach. Never with reference to the result of the action. Simple. So I always wonder myself when I started Vedanta. Look at this sentence. You have a say over actions, never over a result of the action. So here Bhagavan is revealing the fact of our life. Understand this. You have a freedom over action. Freedom over action means you have a choice given by birth. Every human being is having this freedom. Tava adhikara. Look at this sentence. It's a beautiful sentence. So when I say I have a freedom over action, what does it mean? So in Sanskrit we call kartum shakyam, akartum shakyam, anyatha vare kartum. Somebody can do it, need not do it, or do it separately, differently. So that's a freedom. Every human being is having this freedom, understand, by birth. It's not that you have to gain freedom. That's freedom over action is a part of your life. But when we question ourselves, do we see this freedom in our life? Do we feel that I am free? I can do what I want to do? So what is this freedom? If it is said by Lord Krishna, then there is a reality. It's a reality that I have a freedom over action. But in our day-to-day life, I don't see any freedom. I have to get up at this time. I have to go for the earning money. I have to study. I have to finish my university. I have to take care of my mother. I have to take care of these people. So where is the freedom? If it is a sentence by Bhagwan, then there should be we should experience. When I say this is orange, I see that this is orange. When I'm introduced that I'm Swamini Sadvidyananda, you all are experiencing this is Swamini Sadvidyananda is speaking. So why we are not feeling that freedom? Understand this properly. And it is given. It's a part of our life. So every human being is having this freedom. That means what? By birth, we are all free. That's why you see all the children, those who are here, elderly people, you see the children, you have experienced this in your life. Any child around 1 or 2, you ask something to do, no. Sit down, no. Eat banana, no. What is that no? Understand this properly. That no is telling you that I am free. If I want to eat, I will eat. A lot of swamis like me, when we visit somebody's house, kids are there. And always all this family, every family has this. Any Mahatma is in house, they will ask children, chant Vinayakam, chant Gananam, chant Gayatri Mantra. The first expression by the child is no. Then they have to convince that child to chant. Look at this. So the child is expressing its freedom that I don't want to chant. We are all. But what is our definition of freedom? We think if I have a freedom over action, that means what? What I want to do, I do. What I want to say, I will say. Whenever I want to go to bed, I will go to bed. Whenever I want to get out of the bed, is it that freedom? Do you call this one is a freedom? What I want to eat, I will eat. What I want to drink, I drink. Nobody can say no to me. This is freedom. This is what generally everybody thinks, that this is freedom. I am free to do whatever I want to. This is not freedom. Understand properly. What is freedom? Why this freedom is given to us? And if it is there, it is inbuilt, why we are not experiencing that freedom? Why we always see that we are bound, we are obliged? Understand this properly. What I want to do and what I don't want to do, or what I want to say or what I don't want to say, if that is the freedom you are thinking, that's not the freedom. I'll give you the example. What is the difference between the animal and human being? Generally, what we say, we have a speech, we have a languages, we cook food, we wear vastram, we can laugh, we can write, we can play drama, we can build house, we can live in the house. That's the external differences you are showing. What is the real difference? That is a verse. Ahara nidra bhayamaithuna. We'll see the verse separately. So what makes human being human being? And in Gujarat, we had a very great poet. He was a king in Saurashtra. So he very beautifully he has shown this particular. Manas tham toy ghran. I being a human being, if I am human being, that is the real freedom. Understand this? Every human being, what is a human being? Manushyatvam, what is called? Manushyatvam is being human being. Just having the head and two hands and legs and house and wife, that's not human being. Understand properly. That freedom that which makes you human being. Karmani eva tava adhikar. So what is the freedom over action? Performing action is a freedom. Suppose 3 youngsters are just standing on the roadside and chatting, just as a friendly chat. As they were chatting, when they were giggling, chatting, suddenly one donkey was standing there. And one of these youngsters, by mistake, stood behind the donkey. What will happen? Tell me. As soon as this boy stands behind the donkey, donkey kicks. Understand? Now tell me, does donkey have a freedom not to kick? No. Anybody stand behind donkey? Kick. You see the dogs. Whatever a cold night is there, and dog is sleeping in the street. Any little sound also start barking. Does dog have a freedom not to bark? You put a piece of bread and you put a piece of meat in front of the cow. What cow will choose? Does cow have a freedom to choose a piece of meat? No. Animals are programmed. They behave exactly like they are programmed. Donkey kicks, dog barks. They behave exactly the way they are being programmed. Lion cannot be vegetarian and cow cannot be non-vegetarian. They are programmed. But any Brahman family or Gujarati family, boy or girl going to abroad, the first thing to this boy or a girl will be what? Don't eat eggs, okay? Don't drink anything. Why? See? From ages we are vegetarians. Don't eat like anything there. Be careful. Why? Human being has a freedom. That's why this mother has to give instruction to the child. Don't eat means doesn't mean that you be fasting. It means what? Don't eat any non-vegetarian. Drink means what? Don't drink any alcohol. We have freedom. Cow doesn't have freedom. Lion doesn't have freedom. We can choose. That's why we have to now understand it. Now I'm converting the freedom word into the choice. Freedom over action means you are given a choice. Vikalpa in Sanskrit, it's called vikalpa. Freedom means we are given the choice in our life. The choice is always available in our life. Then we have to choose from that. So my Swamiji used to tell, we are given a freedom to choose. It is a choiceless choice. There are so many options are given. All options are there, or vikalpas are there, and we have to make a choice. It's exactly like a boy, girl, in the 12th or 10th. You want to go for science, you want to go for literature, you want to go for engineering, you want to go for medical, you want to go for IT. So many choices. And we have to choose from that. So freedom means it's a choice given to you. Kartum shakya, akartum shakya, anyadhavare kartum shakya. You can do it, you don't do it, you do it differently. So choices are there for us. But there is another thing we have to understand this. Let me give you the example of monkey. A lot of people, those who are living in the towns and cities, they have not even seen the monkey outside. But the village people, small town people, they see the monkeys. If you see the monkey, look at the baby monkey. I always tell people, go out in the forest area, see, that's also this is also part of our life. Not the only this cement jungle is our life. I'm not telling to go to zoo, okay? Go to the forest area, all natural. Go to the sea beach. Go to the bank of the river. See the nature. Have a touch with the nature. When you are in touch with the nature, your life will be very healthy. If you want to have a very healthy mind, be in touch with the nature. See how healthy you are. So let us say that baby monkey. If you see that baby monkey, like our human child, mother carries this child. Mother monkey doesn't carry the child, understand? That's baby monkey. No. She freely jumps from one branch to another branch. She jumps. What this baby monkey does, it holds on to the mother. If you don't have forest around you, go to the Google and see the video of that. I call it a Google guru. What this baby monkey does, mother monkey is jumping, baby monkey is tightly holding to the baby mother. When this baby monkey is holding to the mother, does anyone teach her or that baby how to hold on to mother? No. Even mother never instructed baby that you hold on to me, I'm jumping. No. It's very natural. That means what? By birth, baby monkey has a knowledge of three things. Understand this properly. When the monkeys are made to live on the tree, these three knowledge are very intrinsic in their mind. By birth, they have this knowledge. First is how to hold on to mother tightly. Second, understand this is very important. It knows, baby knows that if I don't hold my mother tightly, I will fall. That means the baby has a knowledge of gravitational force. It knows I fall. It's not that Newton found out. What Newton found out? Baby monkey knows what is the gravitational force. It knows very clearly that if I don't hold on to mother, I'm going to fall. It senses gravitational force. Third, if I don't hold on and I fall down, it's not good for my body. I will break my bones. I may die. Understand? So it's called inborn nature, knowledge to live their life. So we all monkey, they sense these three things. They know that if I die, that means I won't continue my species. If I want to continue my jati species, I need to live. And if I want to live, I don't need to fall. If I don't want to fall, I have to hold on to my mother. Do you understand now? This inbuilt knowledge for the monkey. Every monkey has inbuilt knowledge of this. Without this knowledge, no monkey species can survive. Similarly, let's come back to human being. We are given the freedom over action. Then I have a choice. If I have a choice, how can I make a choice without knowledge? Look at this. Suppose somebody comes to me and asks, Swamini ji, this my son is studying in 12th and next year he is going for the university. And I am in Vadodara, which is the good university in Vadodara. Can you help him to choose one university? Now, can I answer that question? No, because I don't have knowledge of how many universities are there in Vadodara. What is the type of universities? What is the quality of the teaching in those universities? I have no knowledge. If I don't have any knowledge, I cannot answer this question. That means what? Even if I want to make a choice, I need to have a knowledge. See, our Veda is nothing but the body of knowledge, understand? So to make a choice, if the freedom over action is given to us, the choice is given to us, if it is inbuilt in human being, to make a choice, there should be an inbuilt knowledge to make a choice, isn't it? That's a freedom. Do you understand? Because without the knowledge, how can I make a choice? So, what is that knowledge? Have you ever thought about that? If you have a freedom over action, then there should be a knowledge to make a choose, to choose something. What is that knowledge? Tell me. Think about it. Think with me. What is that knowledge? Because of which you can make a choice. You choose something. I'll give another example for this choice. This is all inbuilt. That means you have this knowledge. It's not something I am giving you. It's already there. I'm just revealing to you. That is there in you, your buddhi inbuilt. I'll give another example. In the school management arranged the 2 days trip for the kids, educational, educational tour they call. So there were 3 boys, those were friends. So 2 boys were from good, financially good background family. The 3rd boy, okay to study that much, the family had. So these 3 boys went together. Now when they go for this, education tour, their shops will be there and there are a lot of things are there. So they go to the garden, then they go to the shop and they choose something. Somebody buys toys, somebody buys books, somebody buys ice creams, food. Now, these 2 boys, those who are coming from a good financial background, were given 1,000 rupees. This 3rd boy was given 200 rupees to manage himself there. Now look at this. I'm giving you 2 separate things. 2 boys have 1,000 rupees. One boy, he bought some toys, he bought some ice cream, he ate the ice cream, some snacks, some other things. The 2nd boy, he bought ice cream and he bought ice cream for the 3rd boy. He gave ice cream to this one. He knew that he won't afford to buy the ice cream, so he gave. And then he bought 2 toys, one for himself, one for the friend. So whatever he bought for his friend also. And they enjoyed the trip. Now, let us see. The 1st boy enjoyed 1,000 rupees. 2nd boy also enjoyed 1,000 rupees. So that means both boys were given the freedom of 1,000 rupees. 1,000 rupees means a freedom. 1,000 rupees freedom was given to them. The 1st boy used for the enjoyment for himself. 2nd boy also enjoyed, but not only he enjoyed, he made his friend also enjoy this trip. Now you tell me, which one is better in your understanding? Just to buy for oneself is, this 1st boy also didn't cross any limit, but he enjoyed by himself. The other one helped other one. So if you want to say something, what will you say? Just to enjoy oneself as human being, or helping other enjoy is human being. Do you understand my point? This is the freedom. That means what? If the parents come to know that this 1,000 rupees were spent only on this enjoyments. But the second parents, they came to know that he enjoyed, he helped his friend also to enjoy, he bought some good books to read. Then what we say? How they have used their freedom of 1,000 rupees. If he has just enjoyed, that's also fine. That's a freedom. But that freedom, when used for others, we call it better. You understand the word better now? Better you understand, the better. So that means we know. Now I'm using the word understand properly. We know what is right and what is wrong by birth. Any child, nursery going child, very active, hyper child, very mischievous child, the day the child comes from the school, very quiet, behaving very well, what mother thinks about that? She knows what? If mothers are here, they will know all this. If he is too quiet, then what? Something wrong has happened in the school. Otherwise, this boy won't be this quiet. See, look at this. That means that boy has a sense of right and wrong. What he did, understand, not about others, about his own actions. He knew, I have done this in the school, and that's wrong. I'm giving you different examples to make you understand this inbuilt right and wrong in our buddhi. Everybody by birth knows what is right and what is wrong. Because if we have given a choice, then I need to have a knowledge to make a choice, right and wrong action. So this lot of parents have experienced this. We'll relate to that differently. Some people are asking some questions and writing some sentence. We'll do it separately. Don't worry, I will cover other things. So if parents are going to the hospitals to see grandpa, the child is only 1 year old, 1 or 2 years old, understand what's going on around it. That much understanding that child has. Who is going out, why is going out, that much child understand by 2. Now they are going to the hospital, but they can't take the child with them. So what they will tell? Oh, we are going for the shopping. So child knows that going with child parents for shopping is boring. So child say, okay, you go. But when they come back and they discuss about grandpa, discuss about the going to the hospital, the child is listening to them. Child understands what? Tell me. Child understands they lied. This is called right and wrong. Nobody needs to teach right and wrong. Everybody knows what is right and wrong by birth. Understand? Child knows, and that's why child will start crying, all kind of trumpets he makes. You didn't take me to the hospital, you lied. In their own mother tongue. All children will do this. Because they know the parents are lying. Now tell me, who taught them what is lying and what is truth? Why the child is so quiet, doing some fighting in this, after doing some fighting in the school? Knows this is wrong. What I have done is wrong. What mothers are doing is wrong. And as the baby monkey has these three knowledge, every human being knows what is right and what is wrong. By birth. Understand? So, freedom over action is making a choice. Now, as I said, as our Swamiji used to tell, it is a choiceless choice. Why? Because if you make a wrong choice, you know that you are doing wrong. Thief knows, killer knows I am doing the action of killing which is wrong. Understand this? Because it is inbuilt. Every human being, I am not using any nation, any religion name, understand this so far. Every human being is given a choice over action. And to make a choice, the knowledge of right and wrong is inbuilt in every human being. Nobody is free from this knowledge. We don't need to teach anybody. And that right and wrong, what we call, is called Dharma. Do you understand now what is Dharma? Dharma is already inbuilt in your mind. It is not from the book. It is not from the lecture of Mahatma. It's there in your mind, in your buddhi. That's why Bhagavan said, Buddhav Sharanam, may you take, surrender yourself to the buddhi. Why? Because in buddhi, there is a knowledge of right and wrong. No human being can say, I don't know this. Lying, cheating, killing, everybody knows. Stealing, knows. And if right and wrong is in your brain, you have no choice but to make a choice over dharma, right. Now, understand this. Right means dharma, wrong means adharma. There is nothing bad and good in this world. Forget about these two words. Good and bad is our emotional things. Saddam Hussein was not bad. Ram didn't kill, Shri Ram didn't kill Ravan because Ravan was wrong. Ravan was bad. Ravan was killed because Ravan was wrong. Do you see the difference between bad and wrong? Do you see the difference between right and right? Good and bad, what is good and bad? It's our own thinking. It's a personal thing. What is there is right and wrong. What we need to teach our children is right and wrong. This is right, this is wrong. Understand? There's nothing good. Ravan was not bad guy. Ram was wrong. That's why Ram killed Ram. Krishna killed Kans because Kans was bad guy? No, he was not bad guy. He was wrong. He made a wrong choice. Look at this Bhagavad Gita. Pandava also wanted the kingdom. Kaurava also wanted the kingdom. There is nothing wrong to have a desire for the kingdom. But the means you choose, that's what is important. To have a lot of money and to have a desire for the money, nothing wrong in that. But what means you are using is right or wrong. Pandava never transgressed Dharma. Understand? That's why we keep our children's name Arjun, Nakul, not Duryodhana. Nobody keeps the name Duryodhana. Nobody keeps the name Dusasana. Pandava represents what is right, Dharma. Kaurava represents what is wrong. Duryodhana was not bad. Duryodhana was wrong. So Dharma means right and wrong, which is inbuilt in every. That's called Samanya Dharma. Understand? Therefore, there is a verse, Ahara Nidra Bhayamaithunaha Naranam Pashubhis Samana. Ekaha Dharmaha Visheshaha Dharmena Hinaha Pashubhis Samana. What is the difference between animals and human beings? That is, from the day-to-day life, Ahar, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithuna. And same. They also go for the food. We also go for the food. Nidra, we also sleep. They also sleep. Bhaya, securities. They also look for their own securities. We also look for our own securities. Way of food and way of security is different, but the basic is the same. Maithunaha, progeny. Same. So what is the difference between human being and animals? Ekaha dharmaha visheshaha. This dharma, this right and wrong, which makes you human being. Dharmena hinaha pashubhis. If there is no dharma in the life, there is no difference between the human being and the animals. In one place it is said, the person who doesn't follow this right and wrong dharma, he is a human being without the tail. Understand? What is different? That's why freedom over action, when I say, I have to make a choice. So dharma means what? Doing something is not dharma. Understand now properly. Kicking is a basic nature of donkey. Suppose two girls are going college, and one boy used to tease them, walking behind them, telling a lot of things. Out of these two girls, one was angry. So what she did? She put her hands up and she moved. Understand this properly. That means she already started her action. What is the action? Action of beating that boy. For the slap, she turns. That means the action already started to slapping the boy. But as she turns, she saw that fellow was a muscle man. What she will do? She will continue her action. I'm sure you understand what it is. That means what? She started the action to slap the boy, but as soon as she learned that this is a muscle man, she stopped herself. Akartum shakya. Do you understand that? She wanted to slap that man. But as soon as she found out this is not good for me, she stopped. That's why I always tell, dharma means break. Dharma means break. How much you can stop yourself, that is a dharma. How much you enjoy is not dharma. How much you do is not dharma. How much you speak is not dharma. How much you stop yourself. That's why for me, dharma is a break. How much to eat, how much to speak, how much to sleep, that is dharma. If you, suppose I give you a key of Ferrari car, and I say go for a ride. You sit in the car. As soon as you sit and you are starting the car, I say there is no brake in the car. What will you do? You will start the car? Why? There is no brake in the car. Same way, adharma means there is no brake. Person who is not following dharma, he is a person, is Ferrari without brake. Ferrari without brake is not only dangerous for the person who is driving, it's dangerous for others also. Same way, the person without the brake, without the dharma, is hurting himself and hurting others also. And therefore, freedom over action is a dharma, which is a break. How much you can, if I can use the word, restrain yourself. See, that's why now look at this. Fasting is a dharma. Why? Because you are stopping yourself from eating. Maunam is a dharma because you are stopping yourself from speaking. Do you understand? Japa is a dharma. Why? You are not allowing your mind to think other than Bhagavan. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah. You are thinking of it. So that means freedom over action is a break. How much you can stop yourself. That's why tapasya, tyaga, maunam, fasting, all these things are called dharma because it's a break. It's not that last year somebody got the Nobel Prize that fasting can cure your body. We already knew all these things. Nobel Prize should be given to the person who has invented something new. This is not something new. We are all fasting. A lot of people now also, like Monday fasting, Navaratri fasting, Shivaratri, we all do this fasting. We know Ekadashi fasting, very common all over India, Ekadashi fasting. And therefore, freedom over action is a break. How much you stop yourself. And once you learn this, your life will be joyful. And therefore, in the beginning, as I said, freedom is not that what I want to do, I do. What I want to say, I will say. That's not a freedom. Freedom is that you can stop yourself. And therefore, freedom over action is the knowledge of dharma. What is right and what is wrong. And therefore, what is dharma is right and wrong, understand. And everybody knows what is right and wrong. The person who is stealing, he knows that I am stealing. He cannot say, oh, I didn't know that this is called stealing. Person who is lying, he knows before even he speaks, he knows I'm going to lie. Person who is cheating, before even cheating, he knows that I'm going to cheat this person. He knows what is his. Understand? And therefore, freedom over action is a dharma, and how much you can stop yourself, that much healthy, happy, and very fruitful life you can live. So that's why the life of dharma is a right and wrong. I think we have 10 minutes for the questions, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So there are some questions already written here. I will read. Is there a fate in our dharma, or what happened to me if I am the cause? Okay. So it is there already. Right and wrong is already there. And in the previous life, whatever right and wrong we have done, that freedom, understand, is already there in our life. When we are transgressing dharma, which is called adharma, which fructifies into papa, what we call papa. When we do the right things, we go by dharma, it's called punya. And the papa comes in your life as a very unpleasant situations, unpleasant people, situation, conditions. Punya comes as a very conducive situations in your life. So the fate means what the destiny, what we say, is all because of our previous life, right and wrong, whatever we have done, which is fructifying in this life as a destiny, which is conducive situations and non-conducive situations. And as a human being, understand this properly. In Prashna Upanishad, it is said, Punyena urdhvalokam gachanti, papena adholokaha, ubhabhyam manushaloke. If lot of punyas are there, the person is going to go to the urdhvaloka, like Swarga, Brahmaloka, like that, Surya Loka, like that. And if there are lot of papas are there, the person is going to the lokas below, like a narak, like that, or non-conducive situations. But both are ubhabhyam, that papa punyas are almost equal, then manushaloka. That's why human life, if you see, it is both happiness and unhappiness. Both are going together. Understand? Morning is good, evening something is going wrong. In morning something wrong, evening is wonderful. So our life is both papa and punya. But papa and punya, when we say, never equal, understand this also. It is always 45-55 or 60-40, and 55-60 is not punya, it is always papa, understand. That's life. That's human being. Papa and punya ubhabhyam manushaloke. That's why we experience both happiness and troubling, disturbance, or perturbance. All this we experience in our life. Everybody's life is like that. It's not like Mahatma means everything is pink and purple. And Mahatma life also, black and blue are going to be there in Mahatma life also. Because that is a part of human being. Both are there. Papa and punya means conducive situation, non-conducive situation, both are going to be there. And that is because of our previous karma. Okay, then.
Is there a fate in our dharma?
Huh?
Is there a fate in our dharma?
Yeah, that is what I explained, papa and punya. So freedom is that, see, that's why I used to tell that when you are facing non-conducive situations, there is a disturbance in your life, there is some kind of the uneasiness in the life, that teaches you that don't go for the wrong. Because that's what you did something wrong and you are now facing the same situation here. That means you learn to stop yourself. That's why, in sadhu life, those days we used to say, suppose we won't get the bhiksha, then we say, okay, today is Ekadashi. So that positively we have to take. things. Because it's going to be there. No choice. But at the same time, the freedom also is there, as I said. So you make a good choice. As Pandava did, They had to go to the forest for 12 years. No choice. They had to go. They went. But they did a good choice. What? They did lot of tapascharyas. They did tapascharyas for the kind of the divine astras, So Divya Astra they gained during that austerity. So they did a good choice. They made a good choice and they got a lot of weapons during that 12 years. That which helped them to fight Kaurav. So we have to make a choice. Whether the situation is right or wrong, bad or whatever, we have to make a choice. We go for the right, that's good. Any question?
Okay, anybody wants to interact with Swamini ji? Raise your hand.
You have still 5 minutes. Any question?
Please raise your hand so that we'll.
Or you can write on our meeting chat, so I can read. Is there a fate in or this one person has written very nice sentence when I was talking about the gravitation. Great monkey taught Newton. It is not Newton discovered. Yeah. Okay.
Mahodaya, I have a question. Is
Okay.
there no Purushartha at all? Only the choice is the Purushartha, is it? There is
Yes.
no, like, destiny is already there. So does it also govern how you will react?
Okay, let's see. That's a good question. What is the prarabdha and what is the purushartha? That's a question. But suppose there is a prarabdha that until and unless you make a good choice, you won't get it. I will give the example. Suppose I have a fate of having a 2 lakhs rupees benefit, But if I don't start the business, how am I going to get it? That means what? Without Purushartha, Prarabdha also cannot give you the result. Purushartha is first, understand, not the Prarabdha. We don't go by Prarabdha. That's why Bhagavan says, Karmani eva tavadhikaraha. That is a Purushartha. We'll discuss that Purushartha in the next Saturday. Understand? Which is the 4 Purushartha, what we call Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. We'll discuss that next session. Oh, it's okay?
Yes, Mahodaya.
So, Purushartha is first, understand, not the Prarabdha. Prarabdha is already there, but to express the Prarabdha, we need Purushartha also. Without the Purushartha, the Prarabdha cannot express itself. So, we need the Purushartha. So, that's why there is a saying, that if the lion also won't get the deer if it doesn't run after the deer, Nahi mruga simhasya mruge pravishanti murgaha. Why? That means that much effort, Purushartha is required by lion also to get the deer. Deer is in front of him. That means that is a prarabdha. But he has to run to get that deer. So that's why to gain the prarabdha also we need Purushartha. That's why Purushartha is the first. That's why Bhagavan says Karmani eva tavadhikara. You have a choice. You make a choice.
Dhanyavad, Swami.
Spirituality through your experience. Next session we'll discuss that because Dharma, Artha, Kama, Purushartha, this 4 Purushartha we are going to discuss in the next session. So that I will clarify that what is the word spirituality. All this comes in that session. Okay, next. For us, Purushartha is important, understand, not the Prarabdha.
I think they have completed the doubts. Thank you, Swamini ji, for the session today.
Thank you to make me the part of your session. Okay, we'll do the Janaganamana.
Yeah, we will do now
Prayer or Janaganamana?
prayer. After that, Janaganamana. Okay, now I request Krishna ji to chant Prarthana.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यां परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु वर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतम् सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
ధన్యవాదములండి కృష్ణ గారు. Now let us recite national anthem. Murthy garu.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Oh, namaste to all.
Namaste Swamiji. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks everybody for attending the webinar. Okay, now let us close the session.